Hey, it's me again, your buddy, ABT. Listen, I want to do another video because I was just responding to somebody and on this homosexual thing. I want to say this about it, is that homosexuals, they talk about, oh, it's all about love. It's just love. It's equal to heterosexuality. And my main point is that it's not equal because they do not do the same thing. It's like, again, going back to the story of Solomon and the two women with a baby. It's like, well, they're just the same. You could just switch them on and out. The two babies are the same. Basically, the assumption and the character of the person, the one woman or the one hoe, they were both hoes, and everybody. Let's say one represents Christianity and one represents heterosexuals, and one represents, let's put it like that, one represents heterosexuality and one represents homosexuality. They both hoes. So, what gets me is that homosexuals try to guilt heterosexuals about their divorce rate. They would not be any better. It might be worse, because at least, there's lots of people who are heterosexual that will stay married out of their sense of duty for the child. Period. Meaning, I'm just with you because I had kids, and then after they had kids, and their kids is grown, they say, well, why get divorced now? I done spent all my life with your miserable ass. I might as well keep you. What the hell difference do it make now? You don't get divorced after you're 65 years old. People that are doing that, they're watching too much TV. You're not going to find happiness. It ain't some young chickadee waiting for your ass. Excuse me. I'm supposed to be talking about, biblical principles. Anyway, I'm cursing. Forgive me. I just find a lot of humor, and a lot of it is relative to each other. But the mentality that gets me is like, this thing of saying it's equal. And my point is, and Wolf brought up the point, is like saying that I said is wrong, or that homosexuals are nasty or unfaithful or anything like that. I didn't say that. I don't know where that you got that in the video, because I did not say that. I am not judging individuals. I'm no better than, like I say, heterosexuals and homosexuals, like I said, they both hoes. I'm no better because I'm heterosexual. And that's the problem that we have, that we're dealing with right now, is that, these people feel shame. And because of their shame, just like the woman, she was shamed that she killed her baby by accident. And so she wanted to cover that shame. So she stole the other woman's baby. And that's what is happening with adoption and homosexual. It's like, okay, it's not right. And how do we cover that shame? Well, if we make it look just like the other one, like if we make it just like marriage, if we make it the same as heterosexuals, and it's not the same. You don't procreate. It's not the same. And so instead of dealing with that lifestyle, they'll say, well, they go about all these other things to make it seem the same, to deal with that shame, and deal with the guilt that comes with sin. Now, some people say they're not guilt. There's no point of guilt in their life or anything. That's the definition of a psychopath. And so that's what some of this behavior is, kind of psychopathic in my point of view. If you think that you can take those two and switch them in and out and say they're the same, that's kind of psychopathic. It's like, that gets me. Okay, same. Man and woman. same. Not the same. There's a big, huge difference. Where's your ovaries? You know, like I said in my last video, if, you know, a woman that has to go through childbirth and labor and to say that a man can do her job just as well as him, a man would fall out and curse the day he was born if he had to deal with the pain that women go through on a monthly basis, let alone through childbearing. You know, if I was a woman, like I said, if I was a woman, I would take that umbilical cord and just wrap it around your neck 4 or 5 times and choke your ass. You know, I'm cursing again. Sorry. I'm just a bit excited. Anyway, let me kind of bring it down. You know, and somebody said that to me. Yo, the childbearing days, you know, 9 months of holding a baby in your stomach, you know, like 10, you know, in some cases 5, 10, and 15 extra pounds in the front of your belly. I mean, a woman can't even walk the same after having that. I mean, that's the kind of thing that would just make you break out. Somebody saying something like that to me, I would just like break out in bumps, you know. It'd be like, you know, somebody say something to you so funky and messed up, and it just make you break out in a damn rash. I'm serious. That is fucking. Excuse me. That is freaking ludicrous. That is psychopathic. You know, but that's the whole mentality and the motivation of how shame, guilt, and envy can make you do things that are absolutely psychopathic. You are responding to this emotion instead of responding to the logical situation and accountability. And I understand that ain't everybody can't deal with their own truth, you know. Not everybody can deal with their own truth, you know. And so what gets me about that is like, here's like what I mean by, I joked a little bit, it's not just hypocrisy, it's hypo-crazy. You know, this is a hypo-crazy statement to me that just make me want to break out. It's just like this. You know, the arrogance in thinking that people are so stupid that you could just switch things around and it's just the same and call it the same. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, when you do that, it's like, you know, it's like saying like this, like, all right, certain things that make me like just want to break out, you know. It's like when somebody, like the arrogance, like for homosexuals to say that Christians are so stupid that they just won't know the difference. You know, you can say one marriage is the same, you know, it's the same thing, even though there is no procreation, is only concerned about themselves. I mean, just love. I mean, marriage is bigger than that. It's like, you know, generations are involved in marriage. You know, that's what we're talking about. Procreation, manhood, life, you know, be fruitful and multiply. You know, the whole generation of mankind is like, you know, that's such a big disparity. You know, it's like I can't even stretch my mind for like that. But it's like that's how the hypocrisy or hypo-crazy, that's how wild and crazy that is. It's like, you know, the arrogance to think that some people are so stupid that they can't see the difference. And when homosexual say that, you know, like in this thing, like the Bible told you so. I saw this thing, and it is so inaccurate. It's so, you know, it's based on rituals and it's completely inaccurate. And I'll post a video about it. But I mean, it literally says, you know, this statement that homosexuals say just make me want to break out. Christians are so stupid. They only just go from the Bible says. They just got a lot of things that they reiterate, they regurgitate. They don't think for themselves. They are not in control of themselves. And they don't think for themselves. They don't have any kind of sense of choice. And they don't have any kind of sense of choice. And then they say, we homosexuals ain't got no choice whether we homosexual or not. I feel like that dude in Beyonce's video. and Lady Gaga. You know, like somebody just shot me with arrows. You know. God bless you all. Love you all.